Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serene, and today's video is all about the Conspiracy Palette, probably the most anticipated collection launch ever since we knew it was gonna happen. And if you're like me, you've probably been watching the docu-series and fell in love with the relationship between Jeffree and Shane. I'm very excited to share with you guys this palette. I did not buy the entire collection because I'm still me. I'm still trying to be mindful of my budget and what I'll actually consume. I did pick up the main Controversy palette, and I also picked up a little something for you guys, the mini Controversy. So make sure you watch till the end to find out how to win. Like most of my detailed makeup reviews, I'm gonna show you the palette, show you swatches using my fingers, swatches using my brush on some of the key eyeshadow colors so that you get an idea of formulation and how it works on a brush. And at the end, I'll show you how the eyeshadows apply on my eyes. Just because it swatches well doesn't mean it's always gonna look great on your eyes. Just because it looks great on your eyes doesn't always mean it's gonna swatch well. I am not a makeup artist. I am not a makeup professional. I like products that work effortlessly for me and my low maintenance everyday kind of lifestyle. This entire video is being filmed in natural light, so you can see the swatches in natural light as true to life as possible. I think sometimes with studio lights it can blow things out or it can accentuate things, so this is just me with a good old sunlight. Without further ado, I'm going to move into the swatches first, and then I am going to talk about the palette and then the eyeshadow demo at the end. Swatches.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
own box when you purchase it like this, and it just slides out. I actually really like this. I think it's pretty minimal in terms of packaging, but still gives you a experience, and you can either recycle this hopefully or reuse it. I would probably just store like photos in here. You've got the Conspiracy Palette. Now I think this is so amazing. I love how it has that little dome shape and triangle situation. I love the matte black. This is made out of cardboard, but it's quality cardboard. You can tell. You can also tell that this is not gonna like just be destroyed in a couple weeks. I also like that even though it's like a matte black, it's not getting any fingerprints on it. Like that's pretty impressive because, you know, I talk about that a lot. I try to keep my hands clean, but when you're playing with makeup, it's gonna get dirty. And this is so much more like finished in a way where you're not gonna catch product on this as much as some of the other matte black palettes out there. So I like that a lot. I love that they opted for the chrome buckles. I think it fits so well with the overall finish of this palette. I think it's gorgeous. I love the logo with the SD right there. I think it's just so well thought out. Obviously, we all saw the docuseries at this point, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch it. But it's so well thought out, and they really, truly did such an incredible job. I didn't realize how creative Shane was outside of being a filmmaker, because in honesty, he is a true filmmaker, him and Andrew. And to see his creativity translate over to design and packaging and colors and all that stuff was just so inspiring and so eye-opening in how talented Shane truly is, and Jeffree saw that. So we're gonna open this baby up. Do you guys hear that? I love that sound. And that's what it looks like. I know you guys made fun of me for the Tati Beauty palette, how I love the Tati's mirror. This mirror is not quite up to Tati Beauty's mirror. It's not horrible, but I do feel like it's a little bit distorted, just a little bit, and I don't feel like it's as large, but obviously the packaging is totally different, so I get it. They had to fit it within that. So it's not a horrible mirror. It's just not my favorite mirror when it comes to palette mirrors. But that's okay, because that's not what I bought this for. I bought this for these eyeshadows. And when I first saw this, I was like, oh my God, how am I going to use this and incorporate it for it to make sense to me? But I do love that there are a lot of neutrals that are wearable, and I could do pops of color here and there. I can definitely do a lot of fun smoky looks. And the more out there shades for me, I can be inspired when I feel like playing with color. Like food videos is definitely one of those shadows that it's gonna be like, oh, I feel inspired today to play with color. Cheese dust is actually a pretty good neutral. It doesn't look like it's a good neutral, but it's a beautiful neutral for the crease. Flaming hot even, that's a beautiful neutral in the crease or on the outer corners, depending on how you use it. And then we've got What's the Tea. That one's probably one that's a little harder for me to figure out and be inspired by, but it's okay because I'm sure I will have a chance to play with it. For every single day, Ranch, My Pills, Tanacon, Diet Root Beer, Just a Theory, which is like my favorite shade in this palette, Spiraling, Illuminati, Sleep Paralysis, Not a Fact, and My Rides Here are all shades I see myself reaching for my basic makeup looks. And then you've got Diet Cola. This is freaking phenomenal. I've never seen a silver this beautiful and smooth and pigmented, and even when I used a brush to swatch Diet Cola, I was really impressed. Now typically if I wanted it to look like this pigmented, I maybe use a denser brush or my finger. Fingers just pack on more color. I love Sleep Paralysis. This is again another one of those shades that I was like, I was really inspired by this. I could see myself using this as a smoky all over shadow look. One of the colors, like I said, Food Videos, which is going to be one of those random shades I decide to play with out of the box for me. But if you look at how this looks, you're kind of like, wow, like how did you get this yellow to look so pigmented and so even? Because that's not easy to do with a shade that color. This is the first time I've ever tried any Jeffree Star eyeshadows. I recently, literally this week, picked up the Velvet Liquid Lip in androgyny, and I'm wearing it today, and I've been loving it. It's a really fun color. It's still very neutral for me. More colorful than I typically wear, but also neutral enough that I feel comfortable in it. Formula isn't too drying. It doesn't make me feel like my lips are all crusty, and it doesn't wear off funny. So I really enjoyed it. And then I also picked up a highlight in Sarcophagus, and that's what I'm wearing today as well. So I have tested those two recently for the last week, but this is the first time I'm using any Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadows, and I can see what the hype is about. It is beautiful. They are so incredibly pigmented. They blend really well when you're actually using it, and they're fun. I like that Jeffree and Shane created a palette that was wearable but also inspiring and outside of the box for me, because I would never under normal circumstances be picking out some of these shades on my own. But because I see enough that I could work with for me day to day, or even for me glam, I am willing to be inspired and play with the other colors. So Formulation, I think, is very similar to what you would expect from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, just based on my swatching his other palettes. I think some of the Rockstar shades are going to be Diet Cola, Sleep Paralysis, Trisha, Spiraling, Conspiracy. Like, these are really beautiful metallic-y pearl essence colors. And then the mattes are really stunning, because I've never seen really colorful mattes this just that easy. And I am not a professional swatcher. I am not great at swatching. I am not great at doing makeup. I just do what I like, and I like to play with the things I like to play with. I love this. I love the palette. I think they did an incredible job. I am so excited to own it. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get it in my hands before it sold out, but I did. Really excited about this palette and seeing what other looks I can play with. Now, unfortunately, I wanted to get this video up today as soon as possible, and a lot of you guys asked me to review it, and I wanted to get the palette myself anyways, so I wanted to get it up for you guys in case you are able to purchase it or get a restock, or if you're just curious if you even want to purchase it. Unfortunately though, it's also like the craziest day of my life in terms of scheduling, and I can't do a crazy eye look or a colorful eye look. I have to look pretty basic today. I am going to now move into a very basic makeup demo using these shadows, but I tried to use a lot of the metallics and the shimmers and a little bit of the mattes so that you guys can see how they perform on the eyes, because I always say a good swatch doesn't always translate onto the eyes and vice versa. Something that I was also really impressed with was the matte black in my Rides Here, which is a matte black. I was very impressed. You'll see as I'm applying this, it's very effortless, and I can easily create a nice winged look with the matte black. I mean, it's killer. I'm shocked, because up until Tati Beauty's palette and then now with this one, I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't know which one's better. I maybe should do a side-by-side comparison. I don't know, should I? I did not use any Fix Plus. I did not use any water or anything like that, and I'm getting this beautiful line in my lash line. So moving into the demo. First time officially using the Conspiracy palette on the eyes. First time using any Jeffree Star Cosmetics on the eyes. So I'm gonna try and create a more everyday look. I'm so sorry. I know a lot of you guys want like something colorful. If that's something you wanna see from me, let me know in the comments and I will do another video. But I wanted to get the swatches and the review up for you so that you knew whether or not you wanted to purchase the palette when it restocks. Most likely, because I'm assuming it's sold out at this point. I'm gonna go in with My Pills all over the lid. Then going in with Just a Fury all over my lid. I love this shade. I think this is like my favorite shade for every day in this palette so far. I'm gonna go in with Diet Root Beer to do a crease. I am gonna go in with Spiraling to deepen up my crease a little bit. I know it's a shimmer, but let's see how it works. Going in with my pills on my brow bone. I'm gonna use Not a Fact on the outer corners. I'm gonna go in with my Rides here for a smudged in lash eyeliner look. Pretty damn good. I'm going to use just a Theory on my lower lash line. And then a little bit of Diet Root Beer. I have to say these shadows perform pretty well on the eyes in terms of applying and blendability. I am not a makeup artist. I am not a professional makeup application person at all. I just like playing with makeup for myself, and this was me playing with it, and I think it looks pretty good. I could blend this out a little bit more, but really impressed. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I wanted to get this up, like I mentioned, as quickly as possible. While I was in stores, I did pick up the mini controversy. I'm not gonna open this because I wanna give it away to one of you guys as a thank you for watching. All you have to do is make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel to support my channel, and I will have more details in the description box on how to enter to win your mini controversy, and it will be open internationally, of course. I just was really excited to test out Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I haven't tested out his stuff in the past for multiple reasons. The palettes were very colorful and almost intimidating for me, but after watching him work and watching him be so passionate in the series with Shane and his camaraderie with Shane and how truly they support each other and his business sense, the entire series gave me such perspective in what goes into makeup, even though like in theory I kind of understood it, and it made me really want to support them for their partnership and just who they are, like the good and the bad. Like they're just trying to create a good product. And I don't know about you guys, but I just was really inspired and like was so emotionally attached throughout the entire series. And Chris even became super attached, and he supports me in all my makeup and beauty endeavors. But it was really funny because this morning he woke up and he's like, it's Jeffree Palette Shane Dawson Day. It's Jeffree Palette Shane Dawson Day. And he like woke up like singing about how we were gonna go get this palette today. He was just as excited, probably even more excited, I feel like, than I was. And he was such a huge supporter in me getting this palette because he made sure I was in line, ready to go. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Actually, it will most likely be my normal scheduling program, which is Facial Fridays here. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. Bye!